SpongeBob is Illuminati messaging.
Reminds me of a recent Super Bowl where we see Taylor Swift and Ice Spice doing strange symbols up there. Messaging?
What were they up to?
Propaganda?
Who's to say?
Hey, we're the Holy Goofs. I'm Spence, and that's Josh, and today we're getting into hidden messaging within children's cartoons.
That's right. Spence and I were both raised during the peak of subliminal messaging in children's cartoons. That was 90s Disney. 90s Disney was chock full of subliminal messages, some sexual imagery, from straight up adult material in The Rescuers to sex being thrown across the sky in Lion King to an actual phallic symbol on the cover of Little Mermaid.
Ooh,
There was a lot. There was a lot.
Those lions wanted to bang in Lion King, and we knew.
We're going to be looking at some clips today that cover some older stuff, some newer stuff, and we're going to really get to the bottom of what's going on. What are they up to?
That's right. That's right. Think of the children.
Won't somebody please think of the children?
There are some obvious things that we may not have known as kids, but now are just right in our faces, like the Ren and Stimpy, Blazing Entrails lumberjack scene, where the two characters are pretty explicitly imitating a sexual act.
Yep.
That's right on the nose there. We're going to look a little bit deeper, where the writers had to sneak in some of these adult themes in the stuff that they're developing. For instance, there's a scene from Rocko's Modern Life, where Rocko is picking some berries in a nearby bush, and he picks one, he eats it, it's delicious, and then he goes to reach for another one, and a monster comes out from the bushes and runs off with his hands between his junk. Now that wasn't a berry.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you're making some points. I don't see what that could be except for some kind of body part.
That is a body part. That is a body part that you do not want squeezed. And of course, this is all in good fun, even if as kids we did know what this means. What's the harm in it, really?
Now, I think you're jumping the gun here, Spence. I don't know. I don't know if this is harmless fun. I don't know. Bottoms up and the devil laughs. I'm not convinced.
Bottoms up. And the devil laughs.
The Holy Goofs are not affiliated with any religious group.
Do better, Rocko's Modern Life. Do better.
Next up, we have a favorite of yours, Josh. Shrek.
Oh, you know I love Shrek.
I know you love Shrek, but I'm not sure if you know this, but Lord Farquaad was a horn dog.
No, not the buttons!
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I feel like that's pretty obvious, but let's take a look at the clip and see what you're talking about.
No, many people think that he's a short king and definitely stood tall and strong. Now, what's that?
Okay. Yep. I see what you mean. There was a little bit of a movement there.
Now, obviously, we know Shrek to not be as PG. This one gets a pass. There is an episode of SpongeBob that I would like to reference. This is one of my favorites, Josh.
Okay.
This one right here.
Now, what is this?
This is the one where he is, enjoying a night, watching some TV, and a sea creature is on the screen here, just moving around and dancing to some SpongeBob-y music.
Yeah.
And the sponge is getting rather into it as his pet snail, Gary, comes on in. And he quickly changes the channel and turns on some football, as if to say, what was SpongeBob really watching here? The sponge saw something he liked.
Yeah. Now, I can't say exactly what that is. I'm not a sponge. I don't know what sponges are attracted to, but he was pretty excited. So far, we haven't really seen anything too egregious in terms of this is intentionally made to poison the youths.
No, the children's minds are intact with these. This is just adults throwing in funny things for the adults who are watching the cartoons with their kids.
Okay. All right, well, let's see if that trend continues. What do we have next?
Next up, we have the Rugrats, another childhood favorite of mine. Good old Grandpa is renting detective films for the babies and Angelica to watch. And he picks out one of his favorites from the bunch that he just went to probably Blockbuster to get. It's a movie by the name of Lonely Space Vixens.
Lonely Space Vixens.
But he makes sure to say it's one of his favorites, but also that it's only for him after the children go to sleep.
It is a little weird that he's choosing to show the kids this. I think that this one doesn't quite pass the smell test. Is it funny? Is it a joke? Sure. But does it reek a little bit of maybe exposing kids to stuff that they shouldn't see.
Yes, but it also is giving senile grandfather not knowing any better.
Okay. So Grandpa gets a pass.
Grandpa gets a pass, definitely, and he loves his lonely space vixens.
Lonely space vixens.
This one is from Ed, and Eddy, a great old Cartoon Network cartoon. Another one that's a little bit on the nose, definitely on the nose, but something that I missed when I was a kid. They are underneath Ed's bed. They are reading magazines that look maybe a little X-rated. There's just XXX on them. One of them is called Jiggity Jiggity. The problem here is not so much of the magazines, but there are kind of used napkins all under the bed. That's a bit disturbing to me.
So yeah, we've got tissues, we've got magazines labeled chicks. I think we know what Ed was up to.
They are showing an accurate depiction of how those kids most likely behaved at the time, but still, I don't think something we all noticed when we first watched that episode. Just a few jokes by the writers trying to throw some things in there to maybe attract the older audience that may have been watching.
Okay, maybe that's just some nice body humor. Maybe that's just having a funny time with balls and nudie mags, you know? Who among us doesn't like to laugh at such things? And on the surface, maybe not so harmful. But what if I told you that this is just one prong of a multi-tiered attack on our morals and ethics? What if there's some kind of secret agenda behind all these subliminal messages? What if it's the Illuminati? Yeah, I just want to show you this clip from Teen Titans Go because I think sometimes they're more brazen than we realize. I think sometimes they put this stuff out there to kind of make it a joke, make it light, make it something you don't take so seriously.
I am Lumino, head of the Illuminati.
Okay, so I mean that's as cut and dry as it gets. Lock them up.
Yeah, but they're clearly making a joke about the people who take this sort of thing seriously, right?
I think you're playing right into their hands, and I think my next clip is gonna maybe hit you a little harder. Spence, you remember DuckTales, right?
Love a good ducktail.
But what if I showed you just a frame, not a clip here, just a frame, from a DuckTales episode called Yuppie Ducky. It aired in the 80s. Scrooge McDuck goes to a doctor's office for a routine exam, and this poster is hung on the walls. Take a look at this, Spence. Anything you notice about this poster? What do you see here?
Ask about Illuminatis.
Exactly. Now, why is that in there? That's not overt. That's not in your face trying to make a joke. That's just in the background of a random episode of DuckTales.
That's subtle messaging right there.
That's pretty subtle.
This is interesting.
Along those lines, I want to take a look at another infamous children's cartoon, and hidden right in the theme song is a potentially satanic message.
Not Dora.
Yes, we're talking about Dora the Explorer.
My favorite explorer, bro. Dark messages.
That's pretty dark.
Play that again.
That's pretty dark. Let's run it back.
If we're being honest, sometimes when you play things back, you can hear things that you think are being said. You can make that up in your head as far as like what it sounds like. You've seen hundreds of thousands.
Spence, can I ask you a question?
Go ahead, ask away.
How much?
What do you mean, how much?
How much are they paying you, dude? How much? If you think this is some big laughing matter, then how about we take a look at a cartoon you mentioned earlier? You know, they
SpongeBob?
did some SpongeBob. They did a little playful thing with the TV, and it suggests that he's looking at something maybe a little scandalous.
Risque.
What if I told you that SpongeBob is Illuminati messaging?
Reminds me of a recent Super Bowl where we see Taylor Swift and Ice Spice doing strange symbols up there. Messaging?
What were they up to?
Propaganda?
Who's to say?
Or perhaps it's just creators, once again, referencing things for adults to take and do videos like this on.
To me, this is the smoking gun. You laugh at my SpongeBob. You make light of it. You say, oh, Teen Titans, da-da-da-da-da. You make all these excuses that are honestly very suspicious, and I think our partnership will end after this. But this is the smoking gun. You can't deny what we're going to see here.
Show me. Go ahead. Go off.
Now, if we take that image and draw lines connecting the ways their cutie marks changed, here's what we get. From one to another, another to one. The mark of one's destiny, singled out alone, fulfilled. Ladies and gentlemen, what we have here is a pentagram.
Holy smokes, dude.
That's it. And the devil laughed.
And the devil laughs.
Holy smokes.
Yeah.
Reach.
What are you talking about?
Another video where someone's drawing symbols on cartoons. Come on. Can we be serious?
This is dead serious for me. This is not a joke. I feel like you don't understand maybe what a pentagram is. We should watch it again and get later on. He kind of goes into like the 4 symbols and the 4 ponies, and I think you're kind of missing it. We got to start again from the top. Let's start again from the top. Pay close attention to when they draw a star over.
I see him drawing the star. I get that. Yeah. Not doing it for me.
I mean, that's cut and dry. That's cut and dry.
What do we see in the middle? Twilight Sparkle.
Yeah. Sure. You're not getting me here, man. You're not getting me. I thought you were going to come with a lot more hard-hitting material, but you're just showing guys drawing stars on cartoons.
Twilight Sparkle.
Now, what I'm hearing from you is that instead of a shadowy organization that kind of controls media and infiltrates everything that our children watch, you're saying it's just some creative, artistic cartooners who are just having a little fun and putting weird imagery into stuff because it makes adults nervous?
Most of them, yes. I say most of them.
Story.
I would say most of them are, and then there might be 1 or 2 people who are serious about it, who are doing it purposefully. I don't know. But for the most part, I think it's all jokes. Just like the beginning of this video showed, a bunch of cartoonists being jokesters, being funny guys. Because as Michael Jordan once said, F them kids.
That's right. All right, guys. Well, that's it. That's hidden meanings in children's cartoons. What did we learn here today? I don't know. We learned that Spence is probably a member of the Illuminati.
We learned that Josh is turning into an old grump who's seeing stars in everything that he ingests in media. He's seeing pentagons and hexagons and triangles.
Oh, see, that's cute. You pretend like you don't know the proper terminology.
And
kind of throw
triangles
it just like Teen Titans Go.
And all kinds of things and everything that he indulges in.
And you're going to try to make a fool out of me to make it look like the whole thing's discredited. Yeah, sure, great.
But what do you guys think? Leave some of your examples in the comments below. Hit that follow button, and we'll see you around.
Bye.